Have you ever had a moment where your child was upset and you didn't know what to say? Maybe you wanted to make them feel better, but you couldn't figure out how. Or maybe you said something like, "You're fine, stop crying." But deep down, you knew that wasn't helping. In today's video, we're going to talk about emotional validation, what it is, why it's so important, and how to practice it with your child. So let's start with a simple question. What exactly is emotional validation? Emotional validation means acknowledging your child's feelings, anybody's feelings, but in this case, your child's feelings, and showing them that their emotions are real, they are important, and they are deserving of respect. It is not about agreeing with their feelings or trying to solve the problem right away. It's about understanding that their feelings are valid. Now, here's a quick example to drive this point home. If your toddler, for example, is crying because they lost their favorite toy, we could be tempted to say, "Go play with some other toy. You have many other toys. Go play with some other one." Yeah, but instead of brushing it off, we could say this instead. "I see you are really upset. It's hard when something special goes missing. Let's find it together." This lets them know that their feelings matter and that you are there to support them. I can hear a typical African parent saying, "Please, what's that? Who has time for all of that? They better man up and be strong and be hard." Oh, but let's go deeper. Now, this is why emotional validation is so critical for our children's emotional development. Number one, it teaches emotional intelligence. When we validate our child's feelings, we help them identify and understand their emotions. This is the foundation of emotional intelligence. The more they understand their emotions, the better they can manage them in the future. And number two, it builds trust and connection. When children feel heard and seen, they develop trust in you. They know they can express their feelings without fear of being dismissed. This trust leads to a stronger, more positive parent-child relationship. It prevents emotional shutdowns. When we ignore or dismiss a child's emotions, they can start to feel disconnected from their feelings, and even worse, disconnected from us. Over time, this leads to emotional shutdowns or outbursts. So, as hard as it might be, don't try to immediately fix their feelings. First, validate what they are feeling, then offer support. So how do we now practice emotional validation in everyday situations? Listen first. This is top on the list. Listen. Before jumping in with advice or solutions, listen fully. This shows your child that you value what they have to say. When your teenager comes to you after a tough day, instead of saying, "Don't worry about it, it'll get better." That sounds like the right thing to say, right? Nah, you want to say this instead. "I hear that you had a really hard day. That sounds exhausting. You want to talk about it?" That sounds like support. That sounds like I'm here for you and I hear you. Second thing, use reflective language. When your child shares how they are feeling, reflect back their emotions. It sounds like you are feeling frustrated because things aren't going the way you want. Now, this gives them space to feel understood or to clarify that no, that's not exactly how they feel. This is how they feel instead. Now, avoid minimizing or dismissing emotions. Instead of saying, "Well, it's not a big deal," you want to try saying, "I understand why that's upsetting for you. This helps them feel safe to express their feelings, no matter how small they may seem. Then you also want to stay calm and neutral. Remember, our role is not to react to the emotion, but to help them process it. So stay calm and offer a neutral space for them to express themselves. Emotional validation looks different depending on your child's age. For toddlers, focus on empathy and simple language. Oh, you are crying because you want to keep playing. I get it. It's tough when playtime is over. You see that? But for tweens and teenagers, practice active listening. Show empathy and offer support without trying to fix the situation right away. I understand you're upset about your friend. It must feel frustrating, even if their emotions seem exaggerated or irrational. Remember, to them, those feelings are very real. Emotional validation might feel like a small gesture, but it has a huge impact on your child's emotional growth and the health of your relationship. By making the time to truly listen and acknowledge their feelings, you are teaching them that they can trust their emotions and they can trust you also. So, the next time your child comes to you with big emotions, remember, it's okay to not have all the answers. Just show up with empathy and your child will feel seen and heard. Thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, kindly give this video a big fat thumbs up for me and subscribe if you've not done so already. I'm going to be seeing you all in the next one. Bye-bye.